Call this meeting to order Tuesday, December 21, 2021, 7 p.m. City of Somerton regular council meeting. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Gerardo Anaya.
Present.
Miguel Villalpando.
Present.
Member Luis Galindo.
Present.
Member Jesus Roldan.
Present.
Council Member Martha Garcia.
Present.
Council Member Juan Castillo.
Present.
Council Member Lorena Sendejas.
Present.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Call to the public. Anybody from the public wishing to address council? None. There's none. I'm going to go to consent agenda. We have 3 items. Approval of minutes for work session of October 19th, 2021. Regular council meeting minutes for October 19, 2021. Work session for October 5th, 2021. And regular city council meeting for October 5th, 2021. And check register for the month of September, October, and November. And approval of renewal contract for animal kenneling between the City of Somerton and the Humane Society of Yuma. Does any member of council want to remove an item from consent agenda? Is there a motion to approve minutes or agenda items? So moved. So motion by Vice Mayor Villalpando. Second. Second by Councilman Roldan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? We're going to go to old business. Item number 1, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2021-020, a resolution of the mayor and city council of the City of Somerton amending fee schedules for city services provided by Public Works, Community Development, Economic Development, City Clerk, Police, Fire, Finance, and Parks and Recreation Department, and establishing an effective date of January 1st, 2021.
Mayor and Council, on the fee schedule was published on the city website on October 6th, and which complies with the 60-day notice requirement. Public hearing was held on November 16th to comply with the statutory requirement. As far as the fees were concerned, we made the changes as recommended by council, including the pickup fees at $55. I believe that was one of the major ones that you had discussed, including some of the permit fees with community development.
Yeah, January 1st, 2022. 2022, yeah. Did I read it wrong? Okay, so for the record, I read it wrong. It was 2022. Were there any questions or any comments from the public?
Not, at least we didn't receive any. I don't know if Carmen received any, but we have not.
Okay. Any questions or comments from council?
I have something, Mayor. I just want to go ahead and say that, that I was looking for the $55 fee, and I know it ended up being at $110. I mean, the recommendation was for $110. I'm just going to say that, I feel that somehow that fee is going to come from from somewhere else. I feel that these services should be self-sustaining. And if it's going to cost us $110 to operate, with 55, I think that puts us in a hole. So I just wanted to have that. Everything else, seems well, but that's the only item that I kind of see that we should have do the recommendation from staff. That's it.
And I feel that we did discuss it at length last time, and consensus for council was to go ahead with the $55. And you had your point across last meeting, so any other member of council has a comment or a question? Is there a motion?
So
Make a motion, Mayor.
There's a motion by Councilwoman Sendejas and second by Councilwoman Garcia. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay.
Motion carries. Item number 2, discussion and possible action to approve second reading by title only of ordinance 2021-009 and ordinance of the mayor and city council amending portions of section 2 zoning districts and section 4 of the 2015 Somerton zoning ordinance in relation to the creation of a new R15 zoning classification and amending certain design requirements for all new residential development and providing severability.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and members of council. This is the second reading of the ordinance, and at the last meeting, Saul did an excellent job presenting his proposed changes to the zoning ordinance. So at this point, we would like to know if there's any question, concerns that you may have. Other than that, we would like to request an approval for the second reading of the ordinance. And I must say that the changes that were directed by council were made to the table of the setbacks.
Okay. Any other questions or comments?
Mayor, I have more of a comment, not that I'm opposing this R5 or anything, but just for staff, if probably a little bit more research can be done and provided as far as looking what issues. Probably go visit one of those neighborhoods, and visit and see if there is any issues or anything like that, in case we need to prepare ourselves for any type of issues, whether it's parking, traffic, whatever it may be. Maybe ask some of the people that live within those subdivisions, what are their likes and dislikes. I know you guys use other communities probably as a model to try to bring some of those, some of that quality housing in this area, but also doesn't mean that we can't improve upon them. And the only way we could probably improve is by asking, what issues they see. So that's my only recommendation, that down the road, you guys look into that.
And Vice Mayor, you are absolutely correct. And as far as staff doing the research, Hector, Saul, and myself had the opportunity to go visit an R15 subdivision up in the Phoenix area. We did not go and knock on the door and ask questions about the feelings of the residents, but what we did see were some issues that we did not want to see here. And just for example, there was some, parking islands within the subdivision where guests were allowed to park their vehicles and those 5 parking spots islands, for example, within the street, within the block. So those are the things that we did not feel it would work in Somerton, just due to the fact that we have so many extra vehicles out there, that those extra spaces within the right-of-way were going to be used to store vehicles rather than for guests to actually park. Mm-hmm. So those are one of the things that we as a group visiting that area did not feel that was something that will fit in Somerton, just because our community is different and we don't want to create those situations. And as a way to prevent a code enforcement situation in the future, we decided not to mention that as a possibility. So those are the things that we did take the time to go out there and actually see those subdivisions. actually stood in front of a R15 lot, and we saw the way it looks with the house in it, with the setbacks and everything. We did take that time to do that. We didn't go as far as asking residents about their likes or dislikes, but that's a good point from me.
Well, wasn't there one here locally in Yuma or no?
No. What was the name of that subdivision? Do you guys remember? The one that we went to see? Goodyear? Remember the name?
R15, saying maybe ask some of those residents there.
Absolutely.
I mean, because right now all we could do is speculate probably some of the issues versus actually somebody that lives there and lives it.
Right.
They might know exactly how to.
Sure. And as in every single subdivision, I believe that people that want to live in that subdivision is because that subdivision meets their expectations as far as lot size, as the setbacks. If I'm buying a house, I'm going to do my research as far as exactly what I need for myself and my family, so that subdivision can provide that or not. Maybe the size is too small for me and my kids. Maybe I'm going to look up for a bigger lot, bigger development. So the whole idea here is to have different options for new residents coming into town or people wanting to move into a different housing unit.
Any other questions or comments?
So if there are no comments, Mayor, I would like to ask for approval of the second reading of ordinance number 2021-009.
Make a motion to approve second reading by title only of ordinance number 2021-009.
So motion by Councilman Castillo. Second by Councilman Roldan. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried.
Thank you. And ordinance number 2021-009, an ordinance of the mayor and city council amending portions of section 2 zoning districts and section 4.4 open space, landscape and walls of the 2015 Somerton zoning ordinance in relation to the creation of a new R15 zoning classification and amending certain design requirements for all new residential development and providing for severability.
There's a second action, right?
This is the second reading.
Okay.
Yes, and this will be,
Is there a motion to approve ordinance number 2021-009?
Make a motion to approve ordinance number 2021-009.
So motion by Councilman Castillo.
Second.
Second by Councilman Roldan. Those in favor?
aye,
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
thank you.
Moving on to new business item, there's one item, discussion of and possible action to appoint Daniel Flores as new member of the Industrial Development Authority of the City of Somerton.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. As you know, the Industrial Development Authority, the IDA, had vacancies for a while already. And Daniel Flores, we reached out to Daniel, and he would like to be member of the IDA. As you know, he's also the Planning Commission chairman, and also he's serving on the MPC on board as well. So do it through some changes that we like to do on the IDA on board, and also some changes of the transactions that we have to do on the invoicing, and also in the payments of the maintenance of the building. We need to have another board member to be able to have a quorum. Right now we have only one. Ruben Leon is the only member right now. And so we need to have another member to have a quorum. So Daniel is willing to serve, and he's a longtime resident of Somerton, and has been very helpful in the community and doing many good things in the community. So our recommendation from the staff is to appoint Daniel Flores as new member of the IDA.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
So moved, Mayor.
So motion by Councilman Roldan,
Second.
second by Councilman Castillo. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Summary of current events.
Mayor and Council, we're going to dispense with everybody's summary current events. I'll just state mine. COVID-19 remains still at a level 2 of concern, with Delta being the predominant variant, and at least for the city of Somerton, continues to fluctuate as far as a level concern 1 and 2. So it's going back and forth. Our next results for the early wastewater testing will be until after the year. That's when we'll receive the results. The city will also be asking the Corn Festival Committee and the Tamal Festival Committee to give council an update of their events and how successful they were, or what needs, or at least some sort of report of financial as well, see how their event went. And lastly, but not least, I did mention to fire department and police department regarding the asylum seekers to make sure that we stay within our jurisdiction. I know we want to help, but at least we want to make sure that we have, or we give our residents a level of service. At the same time, I know there's some grants by the police department for Stone Garden, and I want to make sure that that's still intact. And with the fire department, their jurisdiction is different than the police, but at the same time, we want to make sure that fire department staff is safe. We want to make sure that there is Border Patrol, COCOPA, or somebody with them to assist with the asylum seekers. Sometimes they're a group of 20, 45, 60, so we want to make sure they're safe as well. And last, we want to wish our Somerton residents happy holidays. Be safe, and please, please, please do not drink and drive, because the police will be out there.
No shooting.
Councilwoman Garcia.
No, I have nothing, Mayor.
Councilman Roldan.
Just want to wish all the employees, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and thank you for the hard work throughout the year. I know last year was tough, and this one, part of it too. So thank you for your work and your continuous, 100% to the city. So thank you and happy holidays to all of you.
Councilman Galindo. Vice Mayor.
No, I don't have anything. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilwoman Sendejas.
I attended the tiramisu ribbon cutting ceremony, and I want to thank them for their gesture and their coffee and their sweets that they gave us this morning. I also assisted in the vaccine event held on the 16th. It was a great event. I think the Yuma County Health Department vaccinated about 100 or so members of our community and our surrounding. Another event is going to be scheduled with them on January 13th. So Brisa will be doing some lives and promoting that event for continued efforts with the health department for the vaccine. And I also want to wish everyone a happy holidays, our community, and especially our staff. And, please be safe. This new virus that's going on is no joke. And so we need to all take care of each other.
Carlos, Councilman Castillo.
That starts today, Mayor. You know what? I just want to thank all staff for their hard work. The light parade, the Tamale Fest. I think everything came out great. Everything was well. Also, the employee dinner. I apologize. I couldn't make it. I had to get ready. I was leaving out of town, but I want to congratulate, Clemente Ballesteros. I believe he was the employee of the year. Wish I would have been able to be there. I also attended this morning the red ribbon cutting, the tiramisu cakes and coffee. They have excellent coffee. So great job. And just want to wish all staff, happy holidays, and take a time to disconnect, relax, and self-care. I think self-care is very important. Completely disconnect from your everyday duties and the work is gonna be here when you come back on Monday. So on that, that's all I have, Mayor.
The beginning of the year, we're gonna meet with the county regarding the Avenue D corridor. That there was a study done. So if you have any thoughts on it, let Mr. Cabrera know or let me know. But we are gonna prioritize that for the next coming years. We feel that that's gonna open up a lot of development. It's gonna align with the new port of entry. So we gotta be ready, and we're gonna be pushing for that. And also, I want to thank the staff. It was this month. I know you were busy with all the special events. The light parade was great, and also I know the Tamale Festival. I read the transcript. But public safety was busy, so and I want to thank all of you and wish you happy holidays. It's 7:21. Meeting's adjourned.
Yeah, 21 minutes. Awesome, Mayor.
Joaquin wants to introduce.
I want to introduce our new IT guy, Christian Fonseca. Christian, come on down.